Okay, next up, guys, we have making our little Model Magic sugar skulls and or other offerings that you want to put on your ofrenda. Everyone is going to get one package, 1 ounce of white Model Magic. You can see here I've already cut open the end of mine, and I cut down one side to carefully open it up because I don't want to use it all at once, and I want this foil to be able to keep it from drying out inside. This is your package. You're going to keep it with your ofrenda till we're all done. You can see I have already created one tiny sugar skull that I'm going to let dry before I add any more decorations to him. You can see it's not, you notice that it's not white. He's light blue with purple eyes. And I'm going to show you how to add color to the Model Magic if you'd like, or you can leave them white. And then I've gone ahead and just set him inside my ofrenda to dry. He's got a little paper stuck to him. To dry, trying not to misshape him too much while he's in there. And then I can come back and add more decorations to him when he's dry and hot glue him in. All right, so to make a sugar skull, you're gonna use just a little bit of your Model Magic because our little shelves are not very big inside our ofrendas, and you're gonna roll that Model Magic into just a ball in your hand, inside your hand, make it a nice round ball. Then skulls are kind of like eggs. They're narrow at one end and have that big round top where your brain is, that skull at the top. And I'm pinching down kind of the chin area. And I want to keep him flat on the bottom to sit on my shelf. I'm just taking a minute and kind of sculpting that little egg shape. Pretty simple. Making sure to keep the top of his head tall. Now I'm kind of pushing down on his face a little bit. Hope you can see that. I'm going to use one of our skinnier markers. I'm doing purple, just it's dark. You could do black, you could do whatever color you want. Sugar skulls are very colorful. I'm going to carefully pick him up, and I'm going to push that marker into the Model Magic to create the eye sockets. And I'm going to kind of color in there a little bit as much as I can. And the other eye socket, you see it dyes that Model Magic super easy. Then for the nose, instead of just doing a circle, I'm going to kind of pull down a little bit. And then I just kind of do a series of dots for those teeth marks. And I think he's ready to dry. When he's dry, it's easier to draw on him like flowers and different things to give him more decoration. So that's the simplest way to make the sugar skull. The other thing you can do is make food offerings or other objects that you want for your person, 3-dimensional objects. And so I'm going to create for my person a little artist palette. And I want my artist palette to be brown and have colorful paint on it. So I'm going to use a brown marker. And I want the Model Magic to become brown. So I don't need this much. I don't think I'm going to save some. And to dye your Model Magic, you can just push marker into it, kind of around it. And then what's super cool is just start mixing it up, and the Model Magic becomes the color that you pushed in with the marker. And the more marker you add to it, the darker the Model Magic will get of that color. Mix it in, getting it darker and darker. And then sometimes you might just have to draw on it after you sculpt the shape, but this is an easy way to get the clay or the Model Magic all the color that you want. All right, I think that's good enough for now. I might color on top of it. I'm just gonna kind of sculpt an artist palette for my ofrenda. My ancestor was an artist. No way, right, you say? Maybe you want to make a food item. You could make a hamburger or a donut. Maybe they were a baker and you make a cake. I'm going to use the end of my marker to poke a little hole through for that thumb hole of the palette. And then I could use markers and just draw right on top. Paint splotches. Maybe I'll sculpt a little tiny paintbrush to put in here as well. But then it's going to be important to let your little sculptures dry before you attach them to your ofrenda. So we're just going to set these inside my ofrenda to keep them safe while they dry. Like so. The sky's the limit. What can you make with your 1 ounce of Model Magic? Make sure to keep it wrapped up inside that foil nice and tight when you're in between classes, not using it, so that it doesn't dry out. This we do want to dry. All right, happy creating.